Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
वालेकुम सलाम रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातुहू. Sarah, आप कैसी हैं? How are you?
I'm great, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine also, thank you.
I'm still in the hospital, as you can see, and yes, I have changed my background because I wanted you to hear me loud and clear.
I can definitely hear you loud and clear, and I hope you soon get better, inshallah.
That's wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to give you a little clue about all the questions. All these questions are related to my physical activities.
Okay.
So I think you might know that, my neighbors are the friends of mine. My neighbors are my friends. So before I was admitted, I always used to play with them in my bike and everything. So I realized this every single time I went to play. Every single time, I always sweated the most, and I was really sweaty. It looked like I just came out of a shower.
Okay.
So can you just tell me why? Because I feel even disgusting. Ugh.
Well, I think, as you know, and I've said that previously as well, everybody is different. Everybody looks different. Everybody's height and weight are different. And therefore, everybody sweats differently as well. Some people sweat more than the others. And I feel that you probably do a lot of physical activity. And when you do physical activity, it burns your calories and your body warms up. And for the body to cool down, it tends to sweat. So when you sweat, evaporate the sweat, the water from the body, it cools the body down. But certainly, if you're talking about sweating in cystic fibrosis, there isn't a scientific explanation that the people with cystic fibrosis should sweat more than the others. But certainly, people do report that they sweat more than average person. And yes, when they do sweat, they can lose their salts from sweat. But you should be no different from other people, but some people do complain that they sweat more. But I think it's your physical activity.
Okay.
Also, as you know, when the hot temperature, when it's very hot, when people have a fever or something like that, then they can also sweat more. So it would be very important if you were going to do some activity to make sure that you're drinking plenty of fluids because you don't want to lose the water or become dehydrated.
Yeah. So that was wonderful. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So, as you told me, I should always stay dehydrated. Hydrated.
Yes.
So, this one is a bit related to that one.
Okay.
Okay. So, every single time I come from playing, my mom always tells me, Sarah, remember to drink this yummy juice. It's called Tang. It's really yummy. And yeah, and she always says, eat these salty crackers.
Right.
Yeah. I say, okay, and then I eat the whole packet. And even when I'm about to go play, she always brings a water bottle full of water, and she puts it in my bicycle. There's a basket there, and she always keeps my water bottle in there so I can keep hydrated.
I think your mummy is doing the right things. As I said in your previous question, that people who sweat obviously lose water from their body to cool themselves down. If you do the exercise, you sweat more. And that is where it is important to keep yourself hydrated with drinking a lot of water even before or during the exercise. And when you sweat, we know children or people with cystic fibrosis, they lose a lot of salt through their body. And I think that is where your mummy very sensibly gives you the salty things to eat so that you can replace your lost salt through your sweat. So I think mummy is doing the right things for you to make sure that your body does not become shortage of the salts.
Oh, okay. Okay, so the third and final question is a bit tough. That's why I saved it for the last.
Okay, I'll try to answer it, inshallah.
Yeah. So the last and final question is like, it's like whenever I go outside to play, and I ride my bike a lot because that's like mainly what I do. Always, every single time, my back and my thigh hurt so much, and my sister, she still has so much energy, even though she rides a two-wheeler bike and I ride a four-wheeler bike. It must be even harder for her. And like every single time, like she still has so much more energy than me. Like I'm like laying on my mom like this, mama. And my sister's like running around and say, Sari, wanna play tag? I'm like, what the?
I get the message. I get the message. I think, first of all, I'm really pleased that you do the exercise and you do the cycling. I think this is very, very important. Physical activity for everybody is good, especially for those children who have cystic fibrosis and have any lung issues. But like you said, you get tired a little bit quicker, a lot quicker than your sister. And that is obviously a couple of things in there, because one, that your lungs, they need all the oxygen, and if you got any cough or phlegm or chest infection, then there's less oxygen going in through your lungs into the blood, and that might make you feel
Oh,
tired. So
okay.
that's one reason. Second reason is that we know the people and children with cystic fibrosis, they
Mhm.
may not have enough muscle power because they have
Okay.
or may have problem with absorbing food and storing calories. So it is very important to make sure your weight is good, and
Okay.
you eat plenty of good healthy food with your crayons if you need it, so that you build muscles. And exercise is good, that your bones and muscles do get stronger. The other reason sometimes with aches is, sometimes with children with cystic fibrosis, we talk about the vitamins, that they should take
Mhm.
the vitamins, and vitamin D is very important for muscles and bones and the strength. So when people don't absorb their food properly, sometimes they don't absorb their vitamins. So it is very important to take your vitamins as well,
Yeah.
and that will help you. And like you said earlier on as well, that you sweat a lot when you
Yeah.
exercise. And when you sweat, you can become dehydrated and your salt levels go down, the sodium
Oh.
salts go down. And that makes the muscles tired, fatigue, and you just ache. And I think those
Okay.
are the, and of course, sometimes sitting on the bike, depending on your posture, whether you're leaning forward or you back straight, that sometimes can put a little bit of the strain on the back as well. And that's where you may get the backache. But the important thing is to make sure you eat healthy foods and you eat enough to gain weight and put the weight on. Take your vitamins, especially vitamin D, and you're taking plenty of fluids and salts to
Yeah.
stop getting pains and aches. And if you do all those things, inshallah, doing exercise is good. It will make you stronger, and those things will get better, inshallah.
Inshallah. Thank you so much. And I loved all your answers, and I like really love talking to you, and I hope you have a great day.
Well, thank you very much indeed. It was a pleasure talking to you again. And I've just seen that cannula in the back of your hand. And I hope that you get better soon as well, inshallah. And
Thank
we'll
you.
see you next time. We'll see you. But I think you are doing a great job. Keep thinking about the questions, keep asking them, because not only you will get the answers and feel happy, but they may help the other people as well. So I think you're helping the other
Inshallah.
children with fibrosis as well. So thank you very much indeed.
You're welcome.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.